The next stage really is, once you've done one site, is to do more. The key is to scale it up. Now what you have to realize is that with these sites, your earnings per site are generally going to be limited. It might be $10 a day, it might be $100 a day, whatever. You're going to find that because you're selling individual products, you can only sell so many of them a day. If I'm selling a camera, there's only so many people every single day that will buy that camera. Even if you could capture 100% of the people that were buying it, you're still going to reach that ceiling. So the way to maximize your income with this method isn't to just build a single site and think that's going to be it and spend all your life working on it. Now, unless you're going to build a top level niche authority site, like a camera review site, and review lots of different types of camera, you're going to struggle to increase your profit significantly. If you're going to focus on just a single site, for example, then you've got to do the top level niche thing. But what most of us will do is we will have a particular camera model, for example, will be our site that we've built. So you need to build more sites, and it purely is a numbers game. One or two sites might earn you a couple of $100 a week, something like that, maybe a bit more, maybe less. However, you scale it up and start building more sites, and you're suddenly going to find that things change. And when you get to sort of 30, 40, 50 sites that are consistently earning, it starts to become a little bit life-changing. And a lot of people don't think about this. They think, well, if I create a site earning $1 a day, that's nothing. It's not going to do anything for me. But realistically, and this is 100% realistically, you can easily create a site that will earn you on average $1 a day. Now that might not sound a lot to you. Honestly, you might not get excited about that. $1 a day, $365 a year. Well, that's not really very much, is it? $365 a year, that's not going to change your life. But what if you had 10 sites earning $1 a day? So let's times that by 10. You'd have, what's that, $3,650 a year. So divided by 12, and you're getting sort of about $300 a month. It pays for a couple of nights out with the wife, or some family day trips out. But you think about this again. Well, say I've got my site earning $1 a day, so it's earning me $365 a year. Say I've got 50 of those sites. Well, that's $18,000 a year. Well, that's starting to get quite nice. $1,500 a month. That starts really taking the pressure off. Say I've really gone crazy. I'm doing 2 a week. At the end of the year, I've got 104 sites, all doing me an average of $1 a day. I'm on sort of almost $40,000 a year. So divide that by 12, $3,000 a month. That's pretty much a full-time income for a lot of people. But what if my sites were doing $2 a day? So let's say $2 a day, and I had my 104 sites. I've done 2 a day, 2 a week, consistently through the year. So 104. That's $75,000 a year. Now, we're starting to get into life-changing sums of money. If you think about it, even if we've just got 365 sites, a site earning $1 a day, and say we've created, we've got 200 of them. We times that by 200, again, $73,000. But if we've got, they're making $2 a day, we've got 200 of those sites, we're starting to get into serious money. So there's a lot you can do with this. Now the difficulty you are going to face, and I'm going to be right up front with you, is managing this. Creating 200 sites isn't the easiest job you will take on. I will tell you that for nothing. However, you can start to outsource, and if you outsource some of the work, then life's going to be a lot easier. So let's think about this. If you take 3 hours to create a site, and then 4 hours to promote it and an hour for lunch, that's sort of a working day. So that's 7 days. So let's say the maximum you could do is 1 a day. So you work an entire year doing these websites, making them earn $1 a day. So at the end of the year, you've got 365 websites. Okay, each earning $1 a day. So that would make you $133,000 a year. But that's going to be a lot of work for you to do, and you probably don't want to do that. So what you might say is, well, let's see about outsourcing it. If I create the sites and it takes me 3 hours to create a site, 4 hours to promote, of that, 2 hours of the site creation, I'm writing articles. Okay, so that's fair enough. So let's outsource that. Let's outsource the article creation. So it takes 2 hours a day for me to write the articles. So I outsource that, and then suddenly I find myself, I will hire one person in an 8-hour day. They can do 4 sites for me. So that's 4 sites a day. So if you think about it, I'm now making 4 sites a day. So say in a year we get 1,400 sites created, each making just $1 a day. It's making a pittance. You're on $500,000 a year. Now how does that sound? Even if I'm spending $75,000 a year on outsourcers. Okay, now that sounds like a lot of money, doesn't it? $75,000 a year on outsourcers? That's quite a bit of money. However, they're making me $500,000. I've still got $460,000 profit in my pocket at the end of the day, which if we divide by 12, is almost $40,000 a month. And let's face it, who wouldn't want that? So, that's, a very, very realistic calculation. It really is. And what you can do is you hire these people. If you go to somewhere like Odesk here, you can hire people for, $300-400 a month. Will get you a very, very qualified person that is very good at their job and will work 40 hours a week for you. You hire, 4 or 5 of those. So say you've hired a team of 5 people. You got one writer. Let's say you got 1 writer, and then you've got 4 people doing the promotion. So that lets you do 4 sites a day, which brings us $500,000. So you're paying them $300 each a month. So 300 times 5, so you're paying $1,500 a month times 12. So you're paying only $20,000 a year for them. So double that up, and you hire twice as many. You're paying $36,000 a year. For these outsourcers, you're making 8 sites a day. So 8 times. So in a year, you're making say 3,000 sites, or let's call it 2,500. They've got some holiday, we'll let them have a bit of time off. So say we made 2,500 sites in a year, each making $1 a day. You're getting close to $1 million a year income, and you're spending what did we say? We spend, say, 40,000. Be a bit generous. You're still not, a lot of money in your pocket. So the key here, really, if you want to scale it up, isn't to try and drive more traffic to a single site, is to expand. When you find a niche that makes you money, so say you've got a camera review site and you're reviewing the Fuji XYZ B70 model, and you find it makes money, what you may then decide to do is say, right, well, I'm going to create other sites in the camera niche. Or you may say, well, that camera niche, that's not working for me. I'm not making a lot of money, I'm getting lots of visitors, they're not converting. So you may go off into a completely different niche. There's lots of them out there, and you just keep hammering out these sites, and the more sites you make, the more money is going to go into your pocket. Now the thing is though, don't get tied up with, I'm just going to make the sites and leave them sitting there, because they're not going to make you any money. You have to do the promotion. The promotion and getting the ranking is absolutely vital, and that's really the key. If you don't do the promotion, you're not going to be earning the money from the sites. So very, very serious matter there. But you can see the potential here with this, and if you follow it through and you take action, you hire people, you build those sites, you can realistically be looking at life-changing amounts of income that you would never ever think you could earn. So it's over to you now to take some action on this. This is possible. This is entirely possible for you to do. You could be bringing in, $500,000, $800,000, $1 million a year. You really could. And if you take this massive action and you apply yourself, then it's very realistic, and you could completely and utterly change your life with Amazon affiliate sites.